Hey everyone, Austin here with Paragon City Games for another walkthrough Wednesday for you. Today we're going to be doing Arctic Scavengers, which is a deck building game based on survival. Now the year is 2097. The Earth has been frozen with another ice age, and 90% of humanity has been killed. So now it is up to you and other people to grow your tribe, so that way you can ensure the survival of the human race. Alright, so being that this is a deck builder game, we'll show you what the cards will look like and then what each of the categories on the side of the card means. Okay, so here we'll go over what the cards are and how you can read them. So if you notice up on the top left, you'll have a little symbol. So this one has a symbol with a person that looks like he's wearing a mask with some goggles. So this means that he is a person. You'll want to collect those because these will add to your tribe. And then whoever has the most most people in their tribe at the end of the game is going to win. Here are some pills. So if you look in the top left, we've got a little cross symbol, universal for medicine. And then we will also have some tools, which will be shown here as having a pick and then kind of a knife looking thing. Okay, so if you notice on the left hand side, there are 4 different slots that will represent different things that you can do with them. So for example, this brawler on one of his slots has a shovel and a 1. Let's see if we can get that to zoom. There we go. A shovel and a 1. So what this means is that when you go to dig, and we'll explain what that means later, you can dig 1 card deep. It also has a fighting symbol and a 2, which means that if you were to play this person, you would get 2 power in your fight phase. On the very bottom, it shows the 3 little people and a 1. What that means is that this brawler will add 1 person to your tribe. And again, at the end of the game, whoever has the most people in their tribe will win. So he'll also count towards 1 in your tribe. Now, here's another one. So this one actually has nothing on these symbols, which means that they literally can't do anything. They can't dig, they can't fight, they can't get you any food when they hunt, but they count as 2 people. Now the sniper team has a very specific use. They are used in the skirmish phase in order to kill off another unit that somebody else has. So you can use them to basically kill a brawler or a group leader or a refugee or anything else like that. Now here's an interesting one. This is the tribe family. Now these guys are very, very important because they actually count as 3 people. They have 0 ability when it comes to fighting and to gathering food, but if you give them a tool that allows them to go hunt or to go fight, then you can use them as well. But innately, they don't have any skills in that set. So now look at these pills. These pills will give you 1 medicine, and you'll use this medicine in order to buy other units. You can use food and you can use medicine to buy units. So these are very important. If you notice, up in the top right of these, it gives you a couple different, or it gives you the way that you need to buy these units. So this unit specifically will need 2 food and 2 medicine in order for you to buy them. So those pills will actually come in handy when it comes to buying units. Now there will be other units that this is a contested resource. You can only get this in the contested resource. It adds 3 to someone's fight characteristic. So for example, if you have this brawler, which you can see has 2, if you were to combine these, then he would have a fight characteristic of 5, which is why they're both incredibly important. When you win the skirmish, you'll get more contested resources, and again, we'll explain that in a little bit. But this is basically how to read the cards. So the cards will give you different values when it comes to digging, when it comes to gathering food, when it comes to hunting, and then also when it comes to drawing cards. And so this is how you'll read the cards, and so when you're building your deck, be mindful of what each of these cards do and how you can use them in future turns. Alright, so now that we've gone over what the cards look like and what they mean and what each of them can do, let's talk about how this is set up. So here I've got a junk pile, which you can go digging through as one of your actions in order to find extra things to help you. This is the contested resources pile. And everybody's going to want these. This is what you're going to be fighting over. The game ends when this pile is depleted, when there's no more cards in this pile. Up here I've got people that you can buy. And the way you buy these people is with the required amount of food and with the required amount of medications. And again, they will do their own specific things. So you'll decide who goes first, and you can do this in any random way you want. They'll be the initiator, and they will get this initiator card. Now this will tell you kind of how the round is set up. So the first phase will be the drawing phase. You will draw up to, everybody will draw up to 5 cards. Okay, and this will be your starting hand for the round. Now you move to the next phase, which is the resource gathering phase. Now the way that you'll do this is you'll choose from the cards in your hand what you want to do. So you can either go hunting, you can either go digging, and then you can use resources to buy people. So let's say I want to use these 3 cards, which is a refugee and 2 scavengers. Now using these cards, I decide, hey, I want to buy another scavenger. So I'll use one of my scavengers to buy a scavenger, put it right in the discard pile. Use another scavenger to buy another scavenger, put it right in the discard pile. And then I don't really want to do anything with the refugee, so I'll actually just keep that in my hand. Everybody will have the chance to buy or to dig. Now the way that you'll dig is you'll play cards that will allow you to dig a certain amount. So let's say I want to dig 3. Play the cards, show everybody, and then I dig 3. I look at the top 3 cards of the dig pile and decide which one to keep. Now for this, I've got 3 binoculars, so I'm going to be keeping one of the binoculars. Binoculars goes into my discard pile, and the rest will go on the bottom of the junk pile, or you shuffle them in, either way you want to play it. So those will go on the bottom. Now when everybody has had a chance to buy the people that they want or to dig, then we go to the skirmish phase. The cards in your hand will be used to skirmish, and so you'll reveal them here, and you'll count up how much of your fight power that you have. So I have 2 refugees and a scavenger, so I've only got 1 fight power. Now if somebody has 2 fight power, obviously they have more than me, so they would win the round. And then they will take the top card of the contested resource pile. You put that into your discard pile face down, so that way nobody knows what you've got. And you will discard the rest of the cards that you have left. Next round will start. Initiator card goes to the person to my left. Everybody draws up to 5 cards. And you'll keep playing this way until all the cards in the contested resource pile are gone. These different cards in front of you will be able to do different things. So for example, the Saboteur will allow you to negate someone else's tool card. Tool cards can be played on another card that you've got in your hand to enhance somebody's ability. So you could have one dig point in your card, but if you would add a shovel, you would add 2 more, so you'd get 3. Saboteur says, nope, you're not allowed to use those this turn, so you only get 1 dig. And then the Sniper team will actually allow you to remove 1 member from someone else's team. So if someone has a brawler out, you can say, nope, I'm going to use my sniper team to get rid of them, and they don't have a brawler anymore. You'll just put them in the discard pile so you can use them later on in the turn. So that's basically how the turn is going to work. So unlike other deck building games, Arctic Scavengers has a whole phase where you get to interact with other players, which is the 3rd phase in which you skirmish. So other games like Dominion, Shards of Infinity, and other deck builder games don't necessarily have a way for you to interact with your opponents most of the time. And so that's one reason why we actually very highly recommend Arctic Scavengers. It's very easy to understand, very easy to play. There's a ton of fun that comes with it. And like I mentioned earlier, with this specific box, you actually get the HQ and the Recon expansion as well. So it's recommended for kids that are 13 and up. You can play between 1 to 5 players with this game. It's about 45 minutes to an hour long. If you have any questions, feel free to let us know at 801 Paragon or to reach out to us on Facebook. Thanks.